Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first round of SRL Gran Turismo Sport Season 2. This season, of course, we're in the Toyota 86 Group 4 cars. Unlike last season, we were in the Group 3 Mazda Atenzas. Now you'll notice that I qualified second here behind Stingray, who was yet to win a race in SRL, surprisingly, for his pace and number of pole positions. So I'll be trying to prevent that from occurring in this round as well, and hopefully back up my 3 previous wins and championship victory with a great start here at Blue Moon Infield. However, it'll be quite difficult because this is a very difficult track. Very difficult, in fact, so many corners where you can make the slightest mistake and stuff like that will happen to you, like Stingray just suffered. In fact, I didn't have the greatest line through there either. Fubbles must have, because he's come from 4th all the way to challenging me on the inside at this hairpin. Goes a bit deep though. I got the over and under completed almost. He has his nose on the inside though. I'm going to cover it off, and it looks like I have staved off his challenge for now. Stingray on my case. He managed to recover from that early slip up and go to the outside for the hairpin. I'm defending, of course, and we're still side by side. I think I have my nose in front though. I'll try to do what I did to Fubbles and close him off, although he has his nose there and I'm not able to do it. He gets down the inside, almost clouts the wall it looked like, and I got the over and under once again on the inside with this left-hander here, and I should be able to, apex it properly and maintain the lead. However, this is a long straight, obviously it's part of the oval, so there'll be a slipstream in effect down here towards turn 1. I'm going to cover off the inside line early though, so he can't go underneath me, unless he chooses to go on the apron, which would be a bit cheeky. He's done it. I mean, okay, where are the track limits? That's up for debate, but on the inside line now I can't really do much about it, and he's taken the lead, and I'm not sure I'll be able to hang it around the outside at this corner. No, I'm actually almost in the grass. That could have been catastrophic if I was any wider. However, I'd live to fight another day. Stingray a bit wide at that troublesome right-hand sweeper, and I'm presented with the outside into the hairpin. Very similar time on the brakes. I'm going for the over and under this time, trying to set up a move perhaps on the main straight if I can stay really close, and that's sort of what I did. He went to block the inside, I feinted to the outside, fast slap as I do so, and would I have the grip? Not quite. Turn 1, you need to be on the inside really. Bit of banking as well, it makes it very difficult to effect an outside manoeuvre. I'm not going to take to the apron like Stingray did. I'm a firm believer in track limits, so try for the outside, but as I stated before, pretty much an impossible manoeuvre. I did manage to get a good exit though, but still don't have the line, the preferred line with this left-hander, and even though I had the lead briefly, I almost caught the grass again. So Stingray putting the car in the right spot, and he would pit to make it a 2-stop. I was anticipating a 1-stop. This was a mistake because the pit lane very short and new tyres were very valuable. I ended up pitting, I think it was 1 or 2 laps later, and that was a huge mistake. In fact, on my out lap, an even bigger mistake, and finally one of these sweepers caught me out, clouted the wall, thankfully escaped with no damage, lost roughly 4 seconds I think. As you can see the lead, that red box on the left go up, but more importantly a position to Fubbles. He was yet to pit though, so his grip wasn't where it needed to be to hold me behind, and I instantly got back through later in the lap. However, my mistakes would not cease. I caught a massive slide, sent it into a very clean 360, and I was grateful that it was a 360 actually, because any other number of degrees and it would have been catastrophic for the race. Nemo did get by, and we both pitted on the same lap to make our second stop. I had hoped that I would have to put less fuel in than him. Wasn't the case. As you can see as we leave the pits, his margin actually increases. So I'd be coming out in 4th. Murph was yet to make his final pit stop. That would make it 3rd. So Nemo and I on the podium. Fantastic for the Kiwi. In fact, don't think he got a podium last season. I could be wrong. But up with the front guys, where we like to see him. He didn't defend the inside though when I came up to him, and in fact he went a bit deep himself, so P2 it would be for us, and he would have to try and fend off Fubbles for P3. Once again, I make a mistake at this right-hand sweeper. Not quite learning from my mistakes earlier in the race. This time it didn't cause me to spin, but it did give me a slowdown penalty, which I had to wear off over the next few laps. Stingray, untouched out front, made the better two-stop. He had to really go for that undercut, and his lead blew out to 11 seconds. So he does get his first victory. Nemo does finish third, although there may have been a review there with Fubbles, I'm not sure. However, second place, not the worst start of the season. Quite happy with that. I've been Jacko. See you for round 2.